I'm Sarah Bowen, and I'm on the first year Dean staff at One Spirit. And I know that we are joined today by some other staff members, graduates, current students, alumni, and hopefully some strangers who just heard about it on our social media feed and showed up to figure out what the heck we were doing tonight. And we'll get started in just a minute. There are a few people joining me that I want to call out a little bit. Tonight I am joined by 5 members of the class of 2021 who are just about to start their second year. And they have been very courageous to allow me to take them hostage in this project tonight. And so I just wanted to say their names, and you'll hear from each of them in a little bit after we get started. So we have Tiffany, Azaria, Emilie, Marshall, and Antonia. And you're going to hear from all of them in just a minute. And while we have people who are kind of filtering in here, I'd like to take just a minute, as we usually do on the gathering, to acknowledge that we all are arriving here in this space in different ways, having had different days. I know that some of you are battling weather. Some of you are living in towns where there is a lot of unrest happening, racial injustice protests. We have all sorts of pandemic craziness going on that may have been part of your day today too. I know that many of us have heavy hearts. Many of us have had joys today too, perhaps. So however you are arriving, we are glad you're here. And we invite you to participate in whatever way feels okay to you. Everything is optional, but everything is, I think, kind of fun tonight a little bit. So we'll see how it goes. So I'm going to encourage you to keep your face on. So your face on, your screen on. So at certain times during the evening, and then there'll be times where you could close your eyes as well. But just do what makes you comfortable in your space. I also want to say we're going to be doing a little bit of video tonight. And if your video starts doing some cha-chung like that, that's okay. I know there's lots of weather going on. And just, I invite you, if that happens, to take a deep breath and just relax and breathe into it and then catch back up with us, okay? And so the first person that I'd like to introduce you to is Tiffany. Tiffany, take it away.
Thank you, Sarah. Sarah is my awesome dean. So I'm going to start with talking about the things that we can't see. I am the force, the space that seems empty, but is full of life energy. The universe that we cannot see in between the things that we can. As the great Jedi Master Yoda said, you must feel the force around you, here, between you, me, the trees, the plants, the animals, the waters, everywhere. So we're going to do a little meditation. So I'd like everybody to take 3 deep breaths. And hold your hands together, touching, but leaving space in between. So you can do this, you can do this, but leave some space in between. Feel this life force moving in that space, moving between your fingers, between your hands. And reaching out with your heart space and taking some more deep breaths. Focus on your hands without moving them and concentrate on the energy or the spirit you feel, the life that's moving in that space in between. You can close your eyes or leave your eyes open and just breathing into the energy and just feeling that life moving in that space. For some people, it might be a tingling, it might be a warmth, but the force alive in that space in between. If your eyes are closed, I'm going to ask you to open them for just a moment. And as you feel this force in your hands, I'd like you to begin making a ball. So first bringing your hands together close, molding it like a snowball, and making it bigger and bigger. As long as you can keep feeling that force, that energy, that spirit in the space between. You can make it as big as you'd like. As big as you'd like. And if you'd like to close your eyes again, I invite you to do that. And wherever you are, just hold your hands, move your hands around your ball of life, your ball of the force, the spirit. Feel what it's like to have that energy flow. And when you're ready, take a deep breath. And then open your eyes and release that ball into the Zoom universe. You can throw it to a specific person or just throw it out there. And when you've released it, catch someone else's. And then continue to shape that ball, but this time we're going to make it smaller and smaller. Continuing to breathe. And really focusing on that life energy. And when you get it small, you're going to get it to the point where like you're holding a precious little baby chick, really taking care of this life force in the space between. And still gently but securely holding this precious life, I ask you to take a deep breath and close your eyes as we reflect on the words of the Jedi Master Yoda. For my ally is the Force, and a powerful ally it is. Life creates it, makes it grow. Its energy surrounds us and binds us. Luminous beings are we. And when you feel it's right, you can release the force as you choose. You can wash it over you. You can give it to the universe. You can let it go like a balloon, whatever feels right to you. And when you are ready, release it as you see fit, whatever feels good to you. Thank you, everyone. And with gratitude, I pass it on to Marshall.
Thank you, Tiffany. Well, I am grateful to have a growing relationship with water. Water continues to be a great teacher to me, as well as a powerful healer. And such a friend. I strive to reciprocate this friendship. And water needs our unwavering protection for life to continue. Please accept this human's attempt to be the water's voice.
I am the living waters. I am soft. I am gentle. I clean. I satisfy thirst. I am life-giving. I am life inhabiting. I am life reflecting. I have always been here. I am the living waters. I am deep. I am wide. I flow over, under, around. I protect life. I envelop life. I sustain life. I am the living waters. I am hard. I am fierce. I receive your most challenging emotions. Hold them and transmute them. Open your awareness. Protect me. Commune with me. Listen. See me. In rain, mist, dewdrops, puddles, tears. I am the living waters.
Thank you, Marshall. I invite you, everyone, to close your eyes. I'm going to read something. And just connect to your heart and your mind's eye. Let them go back and forth and see what comes up for you. I am plant beings. I am a being with an intricate intelligence that the average modern human doesn't ever think to consider. I communicate via root systems and energy that travels from the sun to a new bud and into my roots, drawing what I need up through my body so I can blossom in the correct season. I call upon my sisters and brothers from other species to come and drink from my well, and in turn spread my pollen, my seed, and my offspring in our dance of sacred reciprocity. I am an artist. I paint pictures in my natural habitat, cultivated ones, and even in your home. I am a survivor. I am strong and will not be held back. I break through walls in a continual desire to expand. I want to be seen, and I will not be confined by the barriers you put up. I am medicine. I grow all over, surround you, and defy even concrete boundaries. I am here to help you heal. Yet so many see me as a weed and spray poison at me so they can have their homogenized view. I challenge you to stop sometime. Make a practice of it even, and listen. Really listen to me. Allow yourself a quiet walk or sit with me so you can listen more deeply to my story. You know, the one I tell in every movement I make. I am stillness and I am whimsy, playing games with the wind, the sun, the moon, and each other so as to live fully in my time here. I am ancient. The documented 390,900 members of my family does not include all of us. Some of us are gone forever, and some of us have yet to be claimed by science's naming. We know ourselves without your names. As families do, we have our problems, ours stemming from habitat loss. Our homes are on fire and being stolen so that humans can have more. The climate is changing, making it more difficult to connect in the ancient ways we have always known, with each other, with the sun, and with so many of the humans who have forgotten that we are intelligent and loving friends, relatives, and healers. I am fragrance and sound. I have intimate relationships. I am oxygen. Close your eyes and breathe me in. I am the sound of leaves catching the rain. I am the smell of earth and soil cooling in the evening of summer. I am the quiet and fleeting home to the dewdrops of early morning in spring. I am the crunching under your feet in autumn, reminding you that death is a part of my cycle. I am full of warnings. My thorns are meant to remind you that I can make you bleed. My silent stingers and natural oils will make you swell and itch. I don't always want to be touched, and I will protect my home. Like you, my beauty encompasses all that I am. I am a crown. I am a teacher. I am green man. I am an offering. I am fed by the living waters. I was here long before you were. I am a celebration of wind and sun. I am the bounty of your attention in the garden. I am nutrient dense and will nourish you and help you thrive. I am bursting with sweetness. I am the pop of warm seeds in your mouth, reminding you that food fresh off the vine brings you closer to source. When you plant a garden and tend to me, you put your love into me, planting, weeding, watering, watching, waiting. I have a question for you. Do you think I love you back? One last challenge. Plant your own garden, or even just one seed, so we can grow together as one. You feeding me, and I in turn feeding you. This is the way of symbiosis, the way of reciprocity. I am your ancestors. I am your plant family. Thank you.
Next, we bear witness to the life and loss of creatures, sometimes due to the activities of the human family. Rather than turn away in sadness, we open our hearts to pour out love towards these beautiful beings who need not only our acknowledgement and our prayers, but also our action and our activism. I am animal. I live with and around you. Some of me you know by name. Some of me live in your homes. Others of me you are not aware of. You may not see my joys. You may not see or know my struggles. I am the extinct. I am West African black rhinoceros, Spix macaw, Tasmanian tiger, golden toad, Falkland Islands wolf. I am Dutch alcon, blue butterfly, and so many more. And of course, I am the dodo. I'm the wild and captive animals suffering today in medical labs, factory farms, circuses, and other human institutions. I am squirrel, and the million animals a day killed on roads by human motorists. I am also the endangered and the vulnerable, suffering from loss of habitat, climate change, poaching, and overfishing. I'm the Amur leopard, the eastern lowland gorilla, Sunda tiger, hawksbill turtle, the Sumatran elephant. I am the sweet-faced and black-footed ferret. I am bluefin tuna, bonobo, Galapagos penguin, black spider monkey, hippo, and polar bear. I am struggling to survive and wanting to thrive. I am the animals living with and near the two-legged humans. I am canine and blue jay and field mouse. I am spider, deer, chipmunk, and yellow finch. I am feline and I am fox. I am hoping for harmony. I am the human animal, trying to remember I breathe the same air as my animal siblings in an eternal cycle of life and death. And although the rhythm of death and life is natural, how it is unfolding by my hands is not. I am human animal pledging to become aware of how my choices affect the other beings around me. I am animal, promising to shower all beings with love, with respect, and with consideration, so that they may not only survive, but also thrive. And now to Azaria and Emilie.
We invite you now to take in this visual connection.
I am, says the tree.
And so am I.
Roots and earth connection. Take a moment and feel what's beneath you. If possible, feel your feet on the ground. Whether your feet is directly on the earth or you're sitting on a chair in a tall building, know that the earth is right beneath you. Allow this knowing to ground you. Take a deep inhale, and on the breath out, feel it filling up all the way from the top of your head, all the way to the bottom of your feet. Allow your feet to dig deep into the rich soil. Feel your blood rushing through your body and the waters and minerals that nourishes and sustains you. Remember the intercommunication with root system, with bacteria, with human. Take a moment now and remember, you are nature. Consider, I am anchored in the living earth, and my relationship with earth matters.
As biome, feel the buzzing of life on your skin, under the surface of your skin, inside you. Consider, I am a habitat for millions of beings. You live in concert with bacteria, viruses, mites, and fungi. Your body provides food and shelter for near invisible life forms that will be born, reproduce, and die, knowing only you as home. They clean you. They help you digest and maintain balance. They live on your skin, and they live in your organs. Take a moment to consider the ecosystem of your body as human biome. Allow yourself to appreciate that exchange and the delicate dance of interconnectedness with these lives that inhabit us and those beyond with whom we share this earth.
Branches and the cosmos. Divine inspiration, openness, blessings to the vast open sky. Consider, I am in awe beneath the open sky. Branches wide, stretched out, reaching to embrace the expansiveness of the cosmos above, to receive light, to receive rain, the whispers of the wind, and divine inspiration. Habitat to millions of species. Allow yourself to bathe in the splendor, the peace, and the vast seeming emptiness, but that provides us with so much.
The patina of changes in time, residue, solar fossil. Consider, I am the memory of change and time. Remember the residue of this seasonal life, the evolution of your appetites, your needs, your habits, your desires. Where are the marks left behind when parts of you have died? What about the new growth that follows? Your blossoming. The leaves shed that provide nourishment for yet new life. Remember your resilience. I am the memory of change and time. With each season, with each day, we are changed.
I am
the sacred tree.
From roots and extended branches
To a world you carry on within your body, manifest.
take a moment now. Take a moment and remember your wholeness.
Thank you, Emilie and Azaria and Tiffany and Antonia and Marshall. When I introduced us tonight, I said that we were a dean and 5 students, but you can see we are so much more. We were hoping to give you an introduction to some of the other beings in the world that we don't always talk about and who aren't always in our counts of losses and aren't always in our stories of joy. And so now it's your turn. So this is when we start to go to the audience participation part of our evening. What we're going to do is we're going to break you all, well, David is going to break you all up into triads, groups of 3. You'll receive an invitation, which will be on your screen. You just need to click it to take it. It will take you to a room with 2 other people who you may or may not know. So there's a little bit of surprise here behind who's behind door number 2. Or in group number 4, or wherever you end up for these minutes. We are going to take 10 minutes, and here's what we hope that the 3 of you do during that. You can do whatever you want, but here's what we hope you do, which is to share with each other your own I am. What voice do you want to lift up? We wanted to lift up the force, the energy of the world. We wanted to lift up the living waters, the plant families, the animals, the trees. Who do you want to lift up? That could be a specific person. It could be any species. It could be an idea, whatever you want to lift up. During your time, share that with the group and also find something around you that represents that. So you could make a sign that says, I am squirrel. That might be what my sign is, I am squirrel. Or you could come back, had you picked something precious in your house that you might want to hold up for us. So when you come back, we can see many, many other representations of the living beings on this planet so that we can envision a wholeness of peace and love and compassion and all that good ooey gooey stuff for everyone. So whoever we have left out, please bring them.
Hello, testing, 1, 2, 3.
Hi.
Hi.
Who else do we have?
I'm here and I'm trying to get us on gallery view so I can see you. Oh, hi.
Hi.
Am I in the big room though?
This is the main room.
We're in the
Did
main
you
room.
volunteer to stay?
No.
Okay.
There should be
David,
3 of us, but there seem to be 4 of us.
Yeah, David, can you move me?
You're here.
I'm here. I can stay.
So, who wants to start?
I think we've. Oh, go ahead, Jen.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
So there's a group of people I'd like to lift up, and they are the scientists and the doctors and the first responders and everyone who is working not only to make sure everyone gets the best medical treatments that they can, but especially the scientists who are working diligently to develop a vaccine so that we can all do this in person. And though this doesn't have anything to do with that, I wanted to hold up my newest meditation object. It's a deer antler, isn't it amazing? With, I forgot what kind of stones they are in there. And This,
Beautiful
this
feathers.
poor, this poor bird that died, but is turned into this amazing piece of artwork and comfort.
That's gorgeous.
Thank you. I am complete.
I am still
Thank you.
thinking. I don't have my idea. So if anyone else does, please go.
I'll talk. Yeah, I was struck by the bringing in the microorganisms. You know, and it's during this whole pandemic, it's occurred to me that a lot of change is happening based on something we can't even see with our eyes. That's like smaller than anything in the world. It's causing so much change. I mean, it's causing a lot of suffering, but I think in some sense it's also causing a shift in consciousness to some degree. And I find that inspiring, that something so small can have so much power. You know, it's causing, you know, emissions to go down, use of pollutants to go down to some degree. And I just think that's really wild. And similarly, oh, I'm being joined by my little friends. I think that, you know, the people that are working to, you know, come up with treatments and vaccines, certainly. I work for a medical center, and we're raising money for people who are doing research and caring for patients with this. So it's just really inspiring that that so many people are committed to this, to, you know, making a difference during this time.
Thank goodness.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
And thank you for your effort.
Wow.
Well, I'm just securing the money. But yeah.
Whatever you're doing
happen.
to support people who are trying to help others and to develop a vaccine.
Right.
I can go if that's okay.
Yeah. Great.
So more humans, but specific groups of humans, and I think what I need to pick is our nation's school children. And, you know, I think a lot about the stressors that we as parents and caregivers are going through with the starting up of the school year, and in the various ways that we are sending our children back or not, doing virtual or hybrid. And I think about the educators and how innovative and creative they've had to be, and having to, you know, put up with and roll with changes that sometimes come multiple times a day. But the kids, I think, sometimes get lost in all of this. And their experience with the abrupt stopping of school in mid-March, and the losses that can never be made up for so many of them, the seniors in high school who graduated in ways that we could have never imagined, or like my youngest, who is a 5th grader and had all of these end of her phase of childhood in elementary school, all of these milestones set up that can never be redone when this whole thing changes. And they're heading back to school, and some of them have already gone back to school, and it looks very different and it feels very different. And there's a lot of grief there for kids too, and they're still expected to learn and be able to perform and show what they're learning. And so I'd like to lift up the school kids. And I think I'll use my seminary note-taking materials, which I just happen to have right next to me because I'm doing summer school and I'm trying to get through my classes before they're gone. I'm done.
Okay, well, let me start. I actually am taking a bigger picture because I feel like we're in such a toxic environment that needs healing. So for years now, when people ask where I'm from, I say I'm a native of the Milky Way. So I want to lift up the Milky Way because it's a vision that we all come from ultimately. Our bodies are signatures are that we were created by the Milky Way and even further back, obviously. But our body is just totally populated with, I think they say 1,000 trillion atoms. And most of those, come from the Milky Way. It is like the mother of all being in a sense, and ultimate mysteries and awe and wonder, and beckons us to think about where we came from and where we're going, and provides kind of like the biggest vision of bringing us all together in exploring and examining rather than in hating and dividing. So if I had a picture of the Milky Way, I would hold it up. But I did, when my granddaughter was adopted at 3 days old, she was from the Marshall Islands. And here in Colorado, you see bumper stickers that say, I'm a native Coloradan. So I made a t-shirt for her with a picture of the Milky Way. And it says, I'm a native of the Milky Way. And she and I wear our shirts together. So if I had that, I would lift it up.
I can totally see you in it.
Yes, people look askance at me when I talk about that, but we certainly need a bigger vision than we have right now. So the people that spoke were so beautiful, and Antonia's was incredible, as well as the one with all the animals. I mean, the water as well. They each were beautiful, just extraordinary.
Those are my classmates.
Those are our
so
classmates,
proud
yeah.
of them.
Is that
so
right?
proud of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go class of 2021.
That's right.
So you're both class of 2021?
Yep.
Yep.
And then Reverend Susie, you're?
I'm 06.
Oh.
I'm an old timer.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so are you all in New York?
No.
I am.
Uh-huh.
I'm in Manhattan.
I'm in the Berkshires.
Oh, really? Nice.
I'm outside of Philly.
Oh, okay. That's nice. You're all in 3 great locations. I am not on an island. I'm in Colorado.
You fooled us.
I wish I was on an island. I can't get my family to move there.
It was lovely meeting you. Good luck.
Thank you. And you as well, each of you. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yes,
yeah, year
thank you.
2. Virtual year 2.
Yeah. Until at least, January,
Right.
February, then we can start thinking about, enough.
Hopefully.
Especially by the time the intensive rolls around, right?
Hopefully.
Hello, volunteers. How did you guys do?
Oh, well, we're rock stars,
Well, I expected no less from all of you. Thank you so much for volunteering. We've got everyone headed back to the room. There's about half of us left, half of us coming. Give everyone just another minute.
Are the recording, the talks that were given, they were so beautiful. Are there going to be transcripts that can be shared?
Sure, this will be going on YouTube with the on the One Spirit page where all the gatherings go. But we could certainly circulate the
Word.
speech parts. Yeah, the word. All right, 45, 46, everyone's coming back. Welcome back, welcome back. I'm going to have everyone who was a volunteer, if you guys would mute yourselves. That would be great. Awesome. And David, you let me know when we are fully back. I see we're about 48 strong. And I think that means we've still got about 10 out there in the ethers somewhere.
Everybody should be back now.
Fabulous. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we're excited to see what you brought back, what you'd like to lift up for peace into our circle tonight. So we have a 2-minute song because this would not be a One Spirit event if we did not have a piece of music. So we are going to put on a song, or David will, and he's going to spotlight folks with their things that they're holding up. So you can just hold it up through the entire song so that when the video comes on you, you're ready. And I kind of want to see Tiffany's dog. I have to out Tiffany a little bit because she did that entire opening meditation with a dog at her feet, a new puppy who was quite rambunctious. So perhaps we'll get a little view of that dog here as we go along. All right, David, whenever you are ready. Thank you, everyone. Wow. Well, I need a box. You know, the one thing about not meeting in person at One Spirit is usually we've got tissue boxes all over the floor, and I've got one I can reach for, but I'm not very good with bring my own tissues. Guess that's my next goal. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight. Thank you to the, I guess they are now the second year students, to Antonia and Azaria, Emilie, Marshall, and Tiffany's patient dog, for stepping up today and offering those gorgeous, gorgeous practices. This will be on YouTube, so if you want to catch them again, you can go back and check out those videos or those beautiful words that they all wrote. And so I'm going to put two things also into two links in the chat, but I have a couple other thank yous I'd like to do. We would like to thank Robin Wall Kimmerer's book, Braiding Sweetgrass, which was an inspiration for Antonia's piece. We would also like to thank Morningside Park, where Emilie and Azaria, who are in each other's bubble, so they get to be mask-free, lucky them, did all those beautiful pictures. The French Broad River with some of that water, and the Pacific Ocean. And we would, of course, like to thank George Lucas for giving us the Force by its many, 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 many names. I will put 2 links into the chat. The first is if you would like to support our scholarship fund at One Spirit so we can pop out more of these amazing, amazing ministers. I'm going to put that link up there too. And also, if you would like to learn more about interspecies practices and about trans-species spirituality, yes, trans-species spirituality. On October 3rd, I'm offering an elective called Animals, the Planet, and Us, which you can register for a full day. We'll be dipping into some awesome research and practices and all sorts of things too. So David's going to open it up so people can say hi and we can go into gallery view and see each other, and I'll put those links in the chat. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight.
Hi, everyone. Thank you all so much for coming.
Thanks, Tiffany.
Bye, everyone.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
You all did a great job. Thank you.
You guys were
Awesome.
amazing.
Great job. Inspiring.
Thanks, Antonia.
Good job, everybody.
Thanks,
Tiffany.
Susan.
Thank you, Lori and Ilana and Mom Renee and
Emily.
Poppy Terry
Next
Zaria.
month.
and all my class of 2021 peeps.
Azaria.
Gloria.
Very inspiring.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody.